Alrighty then, folks. Two big games coming up right at the top of the Sky Bet League 2 table. Hello guys, David here and welcome back to episode number 42 of Hometown Hero. In today's episode we're going to be facing up against Fleetwood Town and Forest Green Rovers in the Sky Bet League 2, in charge of course, as normal, of Salisbury FC. Since you were last with us, we have continued a decent run of form. We have had a couple of blips in that point, but the last couple of games we played, I can't even remember. It's Harrogate and Notts County, if memory serves me correctly, with, of course, both of which we won by quite comfortable margins. Followed that up with a 2-0 over Morecambe, a 4-1 defeat to Millwall, which unfortunately knocked us out of the Papa John's Trophy. Despite the fact it's a rubbish trophy and a waste of time, I'm a little bit disappointed we didn't go through. We actually finished bottom of our group in that one, as you can see, which was a bit of a harsh moment, to be completely honest, because, as you can see, it was a very, very close group. But if you can't win, then you're not going to go through. So, yeah, we lost that one and we're out of the cup. We beat Wrexham 4-3. That was a little bit more worrying than it should have been because we were 4-1 up at point. We then had another 4-1 defeat, weirdly enough, away from home to Colchester United. That was a bit of a tough one to swallow considering where they are in the table at the moment. And then we turned around a 1-0 deficit to beat Oldham Athletic 2-1. And that brings us to Fleetwood, who are in second, and Forest Green, who are in third. We, however, are currently sitting in fifth place. So we're a point off Bradford City, 2 points off of Forest Green, and then 3 points off of Fleetwood, who have finally lost their first game of the season. I'm trying to think whether we played any of these lot yet. I don't feel like we have. No, we haven't. So we're going to be playing both these teams for the first time. And the team we're going to put up against Fleetwood is going to be right here. Back into the 4-3-3. I've been playing the 4-4-2 quite a lot recently, but I've kind of trying to mix it up so that teams don't get an insight into how we play. Because I don't want to. Because amazingly, that is a thing in Football Manager. They can actually figure out your tactic and stuff like that. So let's keep them guessing in terms of that. But it's going to be a Conquo in goal. Zamora, Turnbull, Janyeva and Kessler as the back four. Harry Owen's going to sit at the base of the midfield. Jack Chambers and Dan Edwards are going to sit in front of him. Hemmings on the left, Brennan on the right and Aaron Owen sitting up top. Sam Rodber is on the bench because he's a bit tired, but as you can see, he is our main goal-scoring threat, regardless of where he plays, to be completely honest with you. So yeah, he'll probably be coming on at some point, try and get us a goal. But a few changes from the last match. Rollins has played most of the games recently because he was having a bit of a moan about not getting enough football. So he has then gone in and is getting a chance to... He had his chance. He's played pretty well, to be fair. He's played the last probably 6 games, I would say, in all competitions. But it's chance for Arthur to get his position back in the side. So we'll keep kind of mixing it up and see how we get on. But yeah, big challenge in Fleetwood today. We've been in good form, like I say, apart from those couple of defeats by 4-1 scorelines. But if you take away from that, we're still playing pretty well. So if we can get a result here against Fleetwood, I'll be very, very happy indeed. And it looks like we're on the counter here. Miles Hemmings gets past his man. It's not the best effort in the world. You want him to go into the far corner and try and nestle it in, not try and go near post. But to be honest, to be on 41 points, currently 42 as it stands, with 22 games played, almost, I would reckon 50 points, I reckon, is enough to save us from relegation this season. That's a massive step forward in consideration of how we were in the National League. Yes, we won the league last year, but it took us a long time to get to that point. So the fact that we've come out flying out the blocks into League 2, I'm very, very pleased, I've got to say. But at the moment, it's Fleetwood on the attack, and that's really poor defensively. But a Conquo, goodness me, what a save that is. We have missed him on those one-on-ones in the last few games, but that is a stupidly good save, I've got to say. And it's headed out, and Aaron Owen is going to pick it up. I would imagine the highlight's probably going to finish. There you go, gets kicked in the back of the leg, and that'll be all she wrote for the first half, I would imagine, to get through to half-time. And yes, as expected, 0-0 at half-time. It's been fairly even, to be fair. We've had more of the ball, we've had a couple more shots, but they've been the better shots by the looks of it, according to their XG, expected goals. Hopefully, we can turn that around and get a goal early in the second half. See Aaron Owen putting him under a bit of pressure. Ball goes out to Kessler. Kessler? I feel like I've not even said his name in the last couple of episodes, to be honest. I can't even remember saying it when I announced the lineup, which is weird. And Thompson Premper's in again, and Okonkwo's equal to it once more. That's a bit of a worrying one. He seems to be very quick, and it's almost as if Janyeva or someone's not covering very well, but Janyeva gets the ball away that time. And very early into the second half, and it's all Fleetwood at the moment, which is a bit of a worry. But fortunately, when you've got Arthur Okonkwo in goal, it looks like he can do things that not many other people do. Nice little 1-2 between Brennan and Owen. And that's a good save from the keeper. It's going to be a corner. So Owen's going to drift this one in. Tries to find Aaron Owen, and he does. And it's right at the keeper. The one of the few times, amazingly, that it actually reaches the Welshman's head. And he can't finish it, which is really upsetting. Anyway, we move on. 51 minutes gone now. Bert tries to pass it to Ernie, and Woodward gets it in. Ugh. Really, really disappointing defensively there. Why is Zamora there? I've got to keep an eye on him at this point. So he is here at the moment. Woodward is there, I think. So watch him. He's just going to drift in. He's ball watching. He's missed his header completely. If he hadn't have gone for it, that wouldn't have been any issue. But that's annoying. If we're going to concede goals, that's fine. But I don't like conceding goals like that. That was disappointing. Rodber's going to come on instead of Hemmings on the left. And that'll do for now. Centre-halves are playing well, which is nice to see. Even though, again, they've had 2 chances where they've gone over their heads. But fine, whatever. But we're not really imposing ourselves in this second half, are we? 20 minutes into it. Not had a chance of note, apart from I've had 1 chance of note, and Thompson Premper's in again. Oh, Okonkwo's got it that time. Oof. Deary me. Ball in from the corner. Janyeva clears again. It's going to go right for a throw-in. Is the highlight going to continue? No, it's not. That's fine. See, look, we're now, because we've lost to Colchester and we're currently losing to Fleetwood, we're now dropping back off of the top 3, which is less than ideal. But again, of course, survival is the reasonable aim for this season. But this is a nice bit of play. Chambers plays Brennan through from Owen, and Brennan's got a chance. Can he do anything? He can't. He can't finish it. It's the worst man to come to because he doesn't seem to have any element of finishing ability in this side, which is frustrating to say the least. I don't really know who I'm going to bring on. Might maybe go back for the 4-4-2 perhaps. Should we do that? Let's shift to the 4-4-2 and let's do it that way. So we'll bring Harry Owen back to there. Luke Mason can come on instead of Harry Owen because he's... No, I'm talking about... Come on instead of... I don't know. Yeah, come on instead of him. There we go. That's what we wanted to do. And then Jack Chambers. No, because I've literally just done the exact opposite of what I wanted to do anyway. So that was really stupid. But we'll run with it anyway. Screw it. Whatever. We might as well try something different and see what we come out with. And we've made all 3 changes. And now Fleetwood are going to score again. Yay! How is that... honestly, how is that only his 4th goal of the season? He has had about... Well, actually, if he can't score that many, that probably tells you all you need to know. But he's had so many attempts on goal today. And how has he only scored 1 or 4 this season? That's mental. But yeah, dropping back a bit now. Good thing is, bit of a gap back towards Plymouth, who are 9 points behind us as it stands. So that kind of makes you feel a little bit better about it. But Fleetwood are disappearing up the table with Colchester. And I mean, I'm not going to say I'm happy with the performance, to be honest, because we had a couple of chances and arguably chances we probably should have finished. So, yeah, not significantly pleased, but we'll move on. We'll head on over to Forest Green and we'll try and get some points out of the episode. Alrighty then, folks, back to Victoria Park and back in with a 4-4-2 ahead of the game against Forest Green in League 2. In between that, we did have our first round draw for the FA Cup, and we do play Cambridge United, which is a repeat of the 2023-24 season, which we lost 2-1. So hopefully we can get a chance to do one over them and move on through to the second round. But it's going to be a difficult one. They're a league above us, so we'll have to see how we get on. But focus is on today's game. It's gone back to the 4-4-2, like I say, and we've had a couple of changes in the squad as well. So it's a Okonkwo in goal again. Back 4 of Zamora, Sutcliffe, Turnbull and Kessler. Diaz, Chambers, Harry Owen and Brennan in the midfield. And then it's Aaron Owen and Sam Rodber up top because, well, when they play up top together, they've got a nice little partnership. It's the Tommy Wright and Aaron Owen partnership just reconvened as of Sam Rodber instead. So hopefully we can get out there and make a bit of a statement in this league, because we don't want to be considered the league's whipping boys after these last couple of games. We've played teams above us and we've lost each one, so need to try and avoid that. And Jack Chambers, early goal for the centre mid. He has been a really, really good player for us so far this season, considering how not very good he was to the start of his career with the Whites. That is a lovely finish, and what a ball in from Antonio Diaz again. Not a player who's played too much this season, but when he has, he's been a good man for us, and that puts us up to 4th as it stands. So it's certainly a good win if we can get it. We're still going to be away off of Colchester and Fleetwood at the top, but realistically, if we can stick on with Donny just above us on 45, then that's a big if, of course. But if we can do that, I'll be a happy chappy. Anyway, of course, started absolutely pissing it down with rain in Victoria. What's going on? Oh, we are in England, to be fair, so that's probably not too unsurprising. But Brennan down the right-hand side whips the ball in. Oh, it's cleared. And that's a good tackle by Kessler. That was one of those where if he got it wrong, Forest Green would have been all over us, pushing forward. But Brennan tries to find Rod, but nearly did find Aaron Owen there. That was close. Turnbull, Zamora, Diaz. Got the overlap. Aaron Owen finds the overlap in Zamora. Quite a few yellow cards down this left-hand side at the moment. Diaz, can he get a ball in? He can. Sam Rodber drops it to Chambers. It's 2 for Chambers in his game. It's his 4th goal of the season, and Jack Chambers has got 2. And both of them were equally as good as the other one. What a bit of play this was. Zamora tries to get the ball in, gets blocked. Diaz does, though. Rodber, wonderful sense to drop it down to Jack Chambers. Aaron Owen just drifts in front, but what a finish that was. Both of them were really good. Completely different finishes, but 2 arguably very good ones nonetheless. And we're 2-0 up against promotion chasing Forest Green, and Okonkwo with a good save. Just coming up to half-time. That was a little bit close. If we can get in at 2-0, that's a big statement. Ball in Sutcliffe clears. That's good defensive work from him, and surely that's going to be half-time. Come on, blow the whistle, ref. Aaron Owen. That's Brennan. Oh, no. And he got half-time. Phew. I was getting a bit worried then. Little bit of a concern, but we've got it to half-time, and I'm very pleased with the way the lads are playing. Very, very pleased indeed. And yeah, putting us in 4th at the moment, level on points with Bradford City, but ahead on goal difference, and better goal difference than Doncaster as well. Bradford have now just gone a point up, a goal up, so we'll ignore that. But Turnbull! Oh, Turnbull. How's he not turned that one in? Ball across. Aaron Owen's nowhere near it. Goes out to the aforementioned Turnbull. Finds Harry Owen. Back to Turnbull again. Finds Kessler. Passes it over to Brennan, who's nearly manages to get past his man. He's still somehow got the ball. Not sure what's going on here. And Forest Green are going to try and break, but it's only gone as far as Turnbull again. But it's gone to the keeper this time. And that's going to be a chance for Forest Green, perhaps. Kessler, though, mops that up. And this is a bit of a weird highlight, and I can imagine this is going to be 2-1 now. Here it comes. Here it comes. It's blocked. It goes to Kilkenny. Back to Robertson. No one's watching him, but Okonkwo, fortunately, dives on the ball. It wasn't the best effort in the end, to be completely honest. So Bradford City, they're 1 up against Wrexham, which is why they're above us. Above the Deadpool gang over in Wales. And we're going to bring Thistleton on to replace Brennan, who's a bit tired. I'm going to bring Aaron Owen off as well. He's not had the best of games. We'll bring on Tommy Wright to replace him. He can play alongside Rodber. See if he can get a goal himself, because he did score I think he scored in the win over Oldham, which you didn't see. He scored a penalty, so nothing too significant, but it's disallowed. Oof. Dear me, that was close. I don't know how close that was. We'll see it now. Looked like a close one. I certainly thought he was onside. He's actually miles off. Absolutely acres offside in the end. So we're going to continue with that 2-goal deficit. Or 2-goal advantage, rather. Danny Edwards can come on in replacement of Harry Owen, who's looking a little bit worse for wear. Oh, that's a good defensive header there. Come on. Hold on to it. That's it. Go on. Get the counter. Thistleton. Rodber. He's got Tommy Wright with him. Can he find him? He does. Jack Chambers is in support. He's looking for the hat-trick. That's the weirdest pass I've ever seen in the world. Not sure what Tommy Wright was doing there. Certainly don't play him as a playmaker in the centre of midfield. Turnbull. Oh, good challenge. Oh, it's popped back up to Ryan Viggers. And he's scored. And now it's a little bit squeaky bum time. I'm a bit worried now. I thought that was a fantastic challenge from Turnbull. In fact, it was a fantastic challenge from Turnbull. It just was really, really frustrating that it ended up back at the feet of the forward and he's tucked it in. Come on. I'm happy with no more highlights. I'll take the win. I'm happy if this goes in. It doesn't. It's a counter. Come on, Kessler. Good challenge. Like that. Love the intensity. Danny Edwards pings it forward to Rodber. He's got a chance to whip a ball in. Doesn't. Hits Thistleton. Oh, what is Dylan Thistleton doing there? Danny Edwards, though, mops it up, fortunately. Thistleton gets another bite, plays through Sam Rodber. Can he find anything? He can! He finds the back of the net! And the 2-goal lead has been restored. And Sam Rodber, 16th goal of the season, extends or resets that 2-goal advantage that Salisbury FC have got and sends us through to a wonderfully worked and well-deserved 3-1 victory against Forest Green Rovers, a promotion-searching team. Fantastic work. A brace from Jack Chambers, a goal from Sam Rodber. That is what you want to see. Chambers, man of the match, which is good stuff. Give him a little pat on the back because he was a fantastic player today. He did really, really well. He's not necessarily contributed a lot, but he's played really well when he's been on the pitch regardless. And that leaves us 5th. So Donny and Bradford City both won. So we haven't necessarily gained on them, but we have continued to extend that gap. And we're now still 8 points clear of Plymouth. And 5 points clear of Bolton, who are just outside the playoffs. So something to keep an eye out for. Like I say, first round of the FA Cup we drop into is against Cambridge. So we will come back. We probably won't come back for that one because we played Cambridge before. I'm not going to worry about it again. We'll see how we get on. Probably be around the Southend Lincoln sort of area. Maybe we'll drop in Southend and another team, maybe Newport County or something like that on Friday's episode. Or, depending on what happens with the FA Cup, we'll slot that in there as well if we've got the second round to play. But for today's episode, guys, that's going to be it. If you've enjoyed it, as always, love it if you could hit the like button for me, the big thumbs up down below. Subscribe if this is the first time you come across the channel. There's going to be plenty more Salisbury FC Hometown Hero stuff coming over the weeks and months. And as always, love to hear your thoughts as to how we're getting on in the comments as well. But that's going to be it for me today, guys. My name's been David, and I'll catch you guys again soon. Bye-bye.